Hello, Liam Payne.
Hello.
It's nice to see you.
Thank you. It's good to see you. You're looking well.
Thank you.
Look, I like the hair.
Thank you. I grew it from my head. You got a haircut.
I did.
Did you enjoy it?
It was fantastic. It's nice to be free. The mornings are quicker now, not having to do that awkward quiff all the time.
Let's call a spade a spade. You're a multi-millionaire and you move in exclusive circles. However, I'm wondering... Well, it's true, right?
I love it.
Yeah, but I'm wondering, do you prefer... would you like the £5 haircut where they go bzzz, or do you like the sit back? Would you like a beer? Hey, do you want a head massage? Here's some menthol. Like, do you enjoy that part of the haircut process?
Menthol?
Yeah.
Now, me and Louis just do it simple. Listen, he's a Midlands boy. I'm a Midlands boy. We just get the cut done, don't we?
I want to level with you. I'm disillusioned with this process. I've been interviewing people for a long time.
It's a fantastic group of words you've put together there.
Thank you.
How long did you practice that in the mirror for?
Well, my father is he's an English language professor.
Oh.
I've absorbed osmosis. But that we're digressed. Look, the point is, I want to get out of this industry and I want to get into. I want to be a star.
You want to be a star?
Yeah, and I have a 3-step simple plan that will make me a star.
What are your qualities? Give me 3 qualities.
Well, for example, I'm good at words, right?
Yes, fantastic words. We've learned that so far.
Whilst I do enjoy, I enjoyed your debut offering, strip that down very much, but I felt it was disingenuous to a point, and I've reworked it, and I feel we could do a collaboration.
Okay.
This is what I feel the flaw might be. You're in the very privileged position. You and Sherilyn love. You love each other.
Yes.
You embrace the biological imperative, procreate, and you made a baby.
This is fantastic. I love it.
Yes. However, some people will have a few drinks and embrace that imperative and make baby, but not be in love, and it's a problem. So I feel if we rework the song slightly as a collaboration, Liam Payne featuring Eoghan McD.
E. McD.
Yes.
E. McD living large.
Yeah, because Eoghan McDermott doesn't have as great a ring to it.
Okay, yeah, I'm with you.
If we rework the song slightly and presented people with the reality of having a baby, and then after they considered if they still wanted to strip it down, they could strip it down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm with you.
Okay, so it's Liam Payne featuring Eoghan McD, Strip It Down, the reality version. Okay.
Go for it.
When you get a baby,
nappies ain't free.
Once or twice a day they
dribble on me.
Wiping shitty bums.
Very smelly.
Got regular appointments
with the GP.
Protecting from diseases.
Get the vaccine.
Dora the Explorer.
She my bestie.
Long sleepless nights.
It's guaranteed.
Now you got the info.
Wanna make a baby.
Oh.
Do you still want that? Yeah, I'm with you.
Thank you. So I think there's something to be worked on.
That was fantastic.
Here. Yeah. The second part is I'd like to cameo in a video of yours.
Okay.
I very much enjoyed your collaboration with Zed.
Yes.
Particularly enjoyed the video.
You could play Zed. You could play Zed.
What do you mean? Yeah, I could be a Zed.
There's a physical, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
I can see it.
Thank you. I lack the skills, but I'd like to do, because there was fans in that video. Genuine question before we go there. Were you very nervous shooting that video?
No, not at all.
Really?
Not at all. Honestly, is that when I was growing up within fame and things, I got a little bit angsty around the idea of how many people we were around and what things were going on, and you know, sometimes it unsettles you a little bit. That happens, right? That's honesty. And after having a little break and going home, I came to, you know, I had my little bit of time off, which I said in the song, keep it to myself. And now I embrace it more. I understand it more, and it's fine. It's great. I love meeting people. People always say, "Oh, are you sick of doing interviews?" No, not at all. Bring it on. It's fine. I love talking to people. You know, it's great.
But even just the walking into a completely uncontrolled space, I'm sure.
No, I was dipping, diving out of it. We fell over and everything in there. That's probably in the blooper reel somewhere. Like, it was loads of fun. It was great, and the fans were great. Good to talk to them and listen to what they've got to say about stuff, because they like to put their opinion out there, and I like that. It's good. Yeah, it was fantastic.
Okay.
Great group of people. Shout out.
We have a collaboration now.
Okay.
I'd also
We're a team.
Yeah, I'd like to do a cameo in the...
Dick and Dom? Higher up?
I'm trying to think of a
Who's
brilliant...
a better team?
Well,
George Clooney and Brad Pitt.
No. Yes.
Yes, that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
It was more the
Get a few greys going on and we'll be there.
I'll have a few sneaky ones creeping.
I'll get the cut, I'll get the trim.
Your... Serious question again.
Okay, serious question.
I did really love the interview you did with, I can't remember who it was with, but you said when you were sitting down to just figure out what sound you wanted to make, you said you had to figure out what you thought of yourself and what you thought other people thought of you. And I'm wondering, at the end of that process, or even during that process, were you happy with what you thought your perception out there was?
Yes, it's exactly where I wanted to go. And that's the thing, I think it's finding that median point between those two things is really important, because you don't want to be something, you can't be something you're not.
Yeah.
I'm not Eminem, right? I like to have a rap, but I'm not Eminem. I never will be Eminem, and I know that. I stick to my pop roots, and I like to dip out of different genres to put my sound on it. That's how I'd explain the uniform of my album. It's like loads of little short stories that make a big series in the end. So yeah, I mean, for sure, that was, I think, if I was giving advice to anybody who wanted to start a solo career, that's the way to do it. And you can see the thing is, as I came to the band, I can see online what people think.
Yeah.
You know, and I know what I think of myself, and then I know where I want to be. So as long
was
as
that
you
an
know
enjoyable
those 3
process
points,
though? When you
it's
were...
hard, it's tricky. The first few sessions I went in, I didn't really know what to write, and I had a writer say to me, like, he was like, "Look, I really want to write with you." He's like, "But I just don't know where to put you because my range and different things are," you know, he was like, "You can sing a lot of different things." And I took that on board straight away, and every session I went into, the best thing was that we could do anything, but the worst thing was, where do you start? And that's kind of been the heart of the process, I guess.
And did you have to grab that by the cojones and go, I want to do a kind of urban
The
pop?
thing is, we went super urban early on. And I went into this session, and I had a writer who was down from Atlanta who great at beats. So I was sitting there, we made a pop track that I sent to the label, and they were like, "Yeah, it's okay." And then we made this super urban thing, and I sent to the label, and they're like, "We absolutely love it." So then I was a little bit confused as to what I was doing, but I like to utilize people for what they're great at. You know, there's no point me making a piano ballad with a guy who does Atlanta Rack City beats. So that was kind of how the process went. Every time I went in a different room, Charlie Puth, for example, his next single was great, by the way. You know, the things that he does. And yeah, the main point of it was that you have to be necessary in this industry. You know, you go on YouTube, there's a new song made every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Music is out there and about. There's so much music right now that you have to make yourself necessary. You can't replicate and copy somebody else's stuff. You have to make your own thing.
But in terms of what people haven't heard on the album yet, which is most of it, like you mentioned Charlie Puth there, I interviewed him a while ago, and it's old news at this stage, but you know, his biggest song, "See You Again," he wrote that about a friend who actually did die, and he said he wrote it in about like less than an hour.
Listen, that boy is crazy talented.
Yeah.
I dragged my team in to listen to him because they were like, "We're going to go off and leave you two." I was like, no, you need to come and see this. And he has he has his little tiny keyboard, and he plays it up by his ear and plays these little sounds, and then just goes on the big keyboard, and then in a few minutes the room's bouncing with music. Yeah. That's what I love about writing more than anything. 5 minutes before you start, there's nothing, then all of a sudden there's something.
But the question is, he wrote that about his friend, and even we talked to Sam Smith recently, and you know, all his big hits are about really intense personal stuff, and actually he'll talk about it, but he doesn't love it because it draws up painful memories.
Yeah, exactly.
And when you were sitting down, like you say, with this writer, and he was like, "Well, we can go anywhere," and you could do that stuff. You've got loads of experiences. Your life has been so crazy for years. So you could have maybe done that like therapeutic kind of songwriting, but you decided just to do, hey, let's get a party going.
Yeah, I wanted to call to the dance floor, everyone to enjoy themselves for the first song. There's one song on that is really raw. I'll say that about it.
About you?
No, not necessarily. See, I've written a lot of the album, but I've had people write as well. We have some great writers in the world today, and we're fantastically blessed with them. So, like I say, I like to utilise people for what they're good at. And, you know, we had some good songs in, but my part is, when I perform the song, what do I think about whilst I'm performing it? Is vocal acting is what music is, and that's how you get your stuff across best, is by putting your heart and soul into that bit of performance.
Liam Payne, would you indulge us in the occasionally inane but sometimes hilarious quickfire round?
Let's do it.
Okay, Liam Payne, last person you saw in the nude?
My missus.
I'll say no more, I will respect the boundaries. Most famous person in your phone book?
Charlie Puth, probably.
Yes, he was famous.
Oh, Post Malone. Maloney. Posty.
I know the answer to this because before the cameras rolled, I heard some. Can you do any impressions?
Well, I mean, if you want to be Tom Hardy for a minute, you can do a bit of Tom Hardy, like from films. Babe, you want to be Peter? Hi there, how's it going?
Oh my
Or
goodness.
you want to be Cleveland Brown? My name is... I can do lots of different things. I have a lot of time on my hands.
What different incarnations of Tom Hardy can you do?
Well, I mean, you could do this one. You could be Reggie Cray. Or you could be Payne. Oh, the darkness is your ally. You can do many different versions of Tom Hardy.
That was impressive.
And you can also do Sky adverts. Believe in better.
To give him a free plug, I hope they're giving you something. Have you ever stolen anything?
I stole Charlie Puth's hoodie.
It's a lot of love for Charlie here, or not?
Well, I was at his house, and the hoodie was comfy, and I just was like, yeah, this is where I want to live right now for a minute, so I stole it and I went to the club.
Is he aware of this?
Yeah, you know, I gave him a T-shirt back with me in the pocket. So.
Oh, so it was more an exchange than
yeah,
outright
well, I made an exchange afterwards, but I got away with it.
The initial transaction was questionable.
A little bit of light crime.
Ever thrown or received a punch?
I've thrown a punch. I used to box when I was a kid, so I'm very experienced at doing that.
I did outside of the boxing ring.
It has happened.
Yeah. That's
bullying. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Hey. Favorite insult or swear word? We'll beep it out.
I like to say bugger.
Bugger.
My dad would say bugger and nuts and damn and bloody blast it.
Would he actually say that?
Yeah, bugger and nuts and damn and bloody blast it.
Oh, just when he's flustered.
Like. Yeah, just the flurry of swear words would come out.
Yeah, okay.
Just followed me through my life. Oh, bugger and nuts and damn and bloody blast it. Shout out Jeff Payne, was it?
It's kind of charming though, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you sing a line of a Bewitched song?
What's that one? I can't remember any. Tell me one and I'll sing it.
Say you will, say you won't, say you'll do what I don't.
What a great melody.
And they do say it, do you know the line? I fight like my dad as well, your Irish accent's not bad.
I fight like me dad.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Thanks. Sorry if I insulted anybody with that poor accent attempt.
If you could kick one person, living or dead, in the testicles, who would it be?
What a question. I'm not answering that one, but I have somebody in my head.
I saw it in your eyes now.
I have somebody in my head.
No, go on.
I've got a few people.
Oh,
they just kick you in the testicles right there. That was nut blow.
Okay, Liam Payne. Do you know what? In all seriousness, your offerings so far have reminded me of one of my favourite albums of all time, and also a debut album from someone kind of in your scenario, Justified by Justin Timberlake.
Yes.
Which is, I think, 2000, and still to this day one of the great pop albums of all time.
I mean, when I was a kid, it's an album I'd go to. 8701 Usher was also around the same time, I believe, and Confessions. All those are great, and they definitely inspired me to write because they're songs that I would have listened to about something that happened with a girl at school or whatever was going on. You know, there was different scenarios that you would go to a certain song.
Yeah.
And I wanted to make that, so I'm glad that you draw that conclusion from it.
Hey, it's been an absolute pleasure. Can we
you.
end on a symbol of peace and love and uniformity and have a hug?
Bring it on in. A little light tap, but even better. Tap, tap.